Action.
I'm glad you was on the south side, man. I think if we would have ran into each other when we was teenagers, we would have gave them too much hell. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I just
Too much hell.
too much hell.
Man, look. In hot water.
Like everything when you tell me about what happened to you in your life, it has me reflecting about what I was doing when I was 15, 16 years old. And so when we was sitting there in incarceration and you said you got certified at 16, like all I could remember was I hit my first lick at like 14. And I was like, and it wasn't until I was probably 28 or 30 years old, because I always run around with that pistol, just pistol play, pistol play. And when I got into incarceration, I heard a word called aggravated. Never thought about that word a day in my life.
Never
aggravated.
Heard of assault. I never heard of that.
I was like, oh wait, I gotta do all my time.
85%.
You know what I'm saying? This terminology, all I knew was I was in a situation where I had both of my parents, my mother and my father, they great parents, but I was in a place where, man, there was a lot of social pressure. You hear me? Like I was a different kind of guy. And when you come from a good home, and it's a person that's a tough guy who don't come from no, he ready to thump. You got to be ready to thump. I thank God for my father and my two older brothers, because I had, you know what I'm saying, I got a little, had some nuts. But I was out there getting it. And I knew that my fate would have easily been the penitentiary.
We was doing a similar. We was doing the same stuff at the same time.
That's what I'm talking about, the energy.
That just that it's just that just like that, and I realized, bro, it only takes one decision, and it can alter your whole reality. Right, one decision. So at 16, we was doing. I mean, I was still going to dances and stuff at the school.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? I was
right.
still going to we wasn't going to the middle school party, but we was trying to find a house party to get hold to. You know, all that stuff. So I was still doing the kid stuff, but I was just locked in with the wrong people, and I was the one that'll do something.
Right.
So by me be the one, because what really happened, what really happened was we was trying to hit a lick. We was trying to rob somebody, but it wasn't on me. It was on the people that was in the
say
car.
Hit a lick, you know what I'm saying? You know, if they don't understand what it is, then
yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. So
let it go.
Well, shit, I already did time for it, homeboy. So look, so it's like, you know, so we was hitting the lick or whatever, and they froze up, and I was like, you know what? All right, I didn't come out here for nothing. Boom, it's time to go.
Right.
You know, hit the lick, rob, car rob, rob or whatever, car and all of those stuff. And next thing you know, there's 7 years, 6 years of my life. I get out when I'm 21, 22.
Tell me, like, did they get you on the spot or what happened?
Okay, so we did.
Make sure they hear you too. I don't know.
Yeah. So we what we did was we pulled up and basically took somebody's car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right there on the spot. Car, wallet, all that stuff, right? And then
run them pockets.
Yeah, right, like a sun gun. So we straight to the hood. Chill, nothing happened. Get away with everything. The next morning, I go to strip the car down because it had some wheels on it. Just stupid, bro. I ain't never even told this story before, right?
Right.
This is crazy. So we was taking the wheels
off.
So you
already got away.
I already got away, and the next day.
But you still got the stolo.
Yeah, I still got the stolo. Oh. So, but we're not finna let it go with the rims though. At that time, 22s was
I'm just saying, you didn't let the day go by and shit.
Yeah, the day didn't already went by. We got a little money and all that. It really wasn't.
You was young, but I'm just being
very young, very. And this is just one of the multiple licks. This is just the one that, put me in the slammer. So, and I don't know no better. I don't even know anything about assault. Think about that. Like, I don't even realize what assault is.
Let's like, I'm gonna ask. So, what music were you listening to? What kind of movies were you watching? And I asked that because my father, he ordered the subscription movies, and so we had Hell Up in Harlem and Black Caesar, starring Fred Williamson, and he's a mobster, and he's out there I'm seeing a black mobster getting it. I'm seeing the white mob gotta bow down to this big black man being powerful. And in media, in my life, I just never saw no black man being that powerful on the screen. I liked it the way it looked.
I never watched TV. So that mobster life, I just watched my grandfather. I just watched the people around me.
Right.
I just watched my lifestyle. I just know that my daddy was locked up all my years. You know, he
Right.
didn't come home till I was like, shit, he didn't come home till after I got out the pen. So imagine that. You know, I spent a little time with him up until like 5 or 7 or something like that. Went to jail for like 13 years.
Your father?
Yeah, went to jail like 13 plus years.
Mask
I meet
for what?
him. I meet him in the pen.
Mask for what?
Aggravated robbery.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it. I didn't know these names. When you talk about the ag,
Yeah.
these names, I don't know nothing about ag. I didn't know nothing about that. What is that?
And as crazy as it's gonna sound, right? Like I got, because everyone comes from a different place, and for me, it's gonna sound so superficial because I have both of my parents, but I have two brothers, 2 sisters, so we got 5 children, and my dad is a 1 income household, and in 6th grade, my mama bought me some ponies because my brother had some ponies when he was playing basketball, and the school gave him the ponies. My mama went to Montgomery Ward and bought them for me. She spent $50 on some ponies. When I was like, Mama, you give me some $46 Nike.
Like, we could have got some feelers.
I get to school and this girl, she had little like box braids and everything, and she had on the flyest Jordans, and she came and pushed me down. It's like hood shit, right?
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Good classes.
No,
she
for
pulled
real.
my pants up and looked at my shoes, and she was like, "What are those?"
Oh yeah, ponies wasn't in back then. Saucony's was in, but ponies wasn't in.
At that moment in time, I'm never finna get made fun of for a pair of shoes ever again, bro. I started hitting licks. I started getting busy. As superficial as that sounds, I wasn't hitting licks to feed myself. I was hitting licks so I wouldn't get made fun of.
No, that's because you was a kid.
It didn't feel good.
Right, but you was hitting licks. So my grandma would take me to Wieners, right? My grandma would take me to Wieners. Wieners.
Pause.
Yeah, if you know, you know, right? So in Wieners, she'll pull out. She'll just grab something. And I'm like I don't know how much it is, but she pulling out the max that she would pay. So it might be $45, right?
And Wieners had layaway.
Yeah, we did that, but we like last minute though.
Yeah.
Like school from the start. I don't know nothing about hard times. School from the start, and I'm like, Granny, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. Those drawers that you got me, I'm not gonna wear those. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you another story about a trash bag. I had to tell my cousin about this. It's about a trash bag. I was like, did somebody put me in a trash bag as a kid? Because it was a memory. It was trauma just going over. But anyway, we at Wieners, and she pulled it. Look, this what I'm paying. Get these shoes. I'm like, nah, Granny, I ain't gonna wear them. She say, well, what? I say, you know what? I say, this is what we're gonna do. How much money you gonna give me? You gonna give me $40? Okay, bam. I pulled out some money from cutting grass and washing cars.
Your grandmother gave you the ability to negotiate?
No, she didn't give me the ability.
But you negotiated.
I negotiated. That was I did.
My mama ain't finna let me negotiate.
Right. I was just like, so with the negotiation thing, this is me just being stubborn, bro. That's why when my kids do certain things, I just be like, it's in them. I know where they get it from. I know that look. That look says it don't matter what's you got going on. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That look. Like my grandma told me to get up on top of the house and clean the gutters. Granny, I ain't doing that. I'm scared of heights. I ain't doing it.
I just want to contrast, right? And I know you said your father was incarcerated for 13 years. You said you got to meet him in incarceration?
Yeah, so I was at Clemens. They call it the Burning Hell. Okay. And he was at
Hold on, so you were incarcerated when you see your father?
Yeah.
On the same unit?
No. He went from his unit and visited me at my unit.
But y'all both incarcerated?
Yes.
I don't even know how that works out.
They got that. So it takes a minute. You have to put in some kind of paperwork or whatever, and then it take like a few months, and then they can get it done. So on his way to come visit me at my facility, because I was a youth offender.
Right.
Because I was 16, not 17 and 18.
I think people have a hard time because the first time I went to Harris County Jail, I was 28 years old, something like this, right? So I'm a man, bro. I done been to the military. I'm a man, and I see these children in there.
16,
bro. I see these like little babies, bird chest.
Oh, my boy was
bird chest.
My boy was 14.
And nuts ain't dropped.
Lil Ellis, R.I.P. Lil Ellis. Yeah, 14.
This boy had treetop tattooed on his chest, and he ain't got no chest. But in there.
Yeah.
aggravated robbery.
Murder.
Bro.
Hey, shouts out, MT. Did like 15 on that boy. 20 piece.
So, I was like, I don't want to pry. But when you're saying that about when your granny said to clean the gutter, you say, hell no, granny.
I'm not doing that.
My father has, you know what I'm saying, bolos. He's a country professional athlete.
Fred.
Bro, like, he was hitting 400-foot home runs when he was 13 years old, making the newspaper. My dad is like a for real, literal
guy.
He's a superhero.
Yeah.
One of those people that people just look up to. And he would thump on me like, boom, you ain't finna do what? And you hear me? That changes the way that you, because there is no child from 14 to 30 that hits harder than my dad.
No, period.
Now, if I could take his, I could show
but he was teaching you something, though.
Man, he was being my father.
Man, my uncle used to sit on me.
I don't say that from criticism.
Right.
It happened.
Because he knew what you needed. Your mama couldn't do that.
I am what I am.
You a man.
No, everybody ain't like this. When I talk to you the way I'm talking to you,
right, you right.
Because they get offended.
Grit. You talking about grit.
The truth. Most people are afraid of punishment. I'm afraid of not being free.
Okay, but if someone was to give you if someone was to say, well, if someone was to want what we have, right? I would tell them to respect the process. If you can respect the process while in the process, that kind of shows you, because everybody don't have that. We're not even talking about the physical grit. We're not talking about that. We're talking about mental.
This is you processing the things that have happened. But a wolf is a wolf. This is instinctual. Like, when I say that most people are afraid of punishment, no, I don't care. I'm finna go do this, man.
Like, this is what I'm doing.
Bro, this is what it is.
Bro, in God we trust come from that.
And that's a different type of character.
I'm just with it. I'm with it. Whatever come with it.
We can jump forward, and if we jump all the way forward, and God we trust is the dispensary that you own, this business that you built, and I started in the beginning at being certified as a teenager, because from that situation, man, you came home, you built a transportation company, you built multiple businesses from coming from a disadvantaged situation. And you did this. When you say the word grit, everybody doesn't have the capacity to be an entrepreneur. Everyone doesn't have the capacity to go to prison and not be holed out. You know what I'm saying? Raheem, the environment, my whole life, I'm around people who looking at me, afraid of me because I'm willing to do everything they're not willing to do. And I go to prison and I meet a person who's willing to do everything that needs to be done to make sure that my dreams come to fruition. And to me, that's admirable. You know what I'm saying? When I walk into this place, I see this with excitement. And God we trust, bro, you believed in yourself and you made this thing become manifest. Even felonies, bro, I still believe in me. If you don't believe in me, I believe in me. And that's courageous, that's admirable. And in a world that doesn't value men and have that F on their name, I value you.
I still have the JPEGs. When you would hit me, I would read and I say, okay, bro, going through it. Let me send this to him, man. We ain't forgot, nigga. I'm in here, but I ain't forgot. This is what we got going on. I'm like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Let's go.
I was out in the world without the ability to create a life for myself. Frustrated. Like, I know how to go buy a 125 and sit at the strip club and pump dope. I know how.
Yeah, that's what we know.
I know how to kick in a door and go get some money. I know how. And I'm sitting there frustrated because I'm in the world, and when I was in prison, my ex-wife would bring my children to me, and I'm in the world and I can't touch my babies. That's frustrated. Crazy. I'm frustrated. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and she's like, nigga, get lit. Because she knows that I have the capacity to get lit. But me getting lit can send me right back. And my friend is in incarceration. And I'm just like, nigga, who motivates the motivator? Nigga, come out. You know what I'm saying? And inspire me with your work ethic and your effort.
Let's go.
Because life is hard and it's kicking my ass. Man. And most people don't have the capacity to say life is hard and it's kicking my ass.
Man, it's definitely hard. That's why you have to condition yourself and take those emotions away and just be like, it is what it is, and stand in your truth, whatever your truth is. This is me. This social media stuff, all these different platforms, and you can post what you want to post and catch the moment and all that stuff. It really messes up the mind frame on how things go.
I have an identity before the internet. Like, I remember using pay phones and having to call, and like my mama pick up the phone in the kitchen because I'm in the room. I'm on the phone in her room. Get off that phone, because I was talking to my girlfriend, my future wife type stuff, right? Until but see, hey, when I was 16, I'm out there thugging, and so I got a cell phone. And so when I got my cell phone, I had the first like really baby Nokia phone. Like after they went from the big block phone to the little bitty phone,
and they had that wooden phone, that wooden prime code. Yep. With that prime code, that was 6th grade though.
I was on voice stream. I had voice stream, and so I could sit in the room and talk on my phone in the bed. And my girl's like my ex-wife, and she's saying, "You ain't finna get in trouble. I don't finna get in trouble for my shit.
It's mine."
I respect my parents for doing what they did, but like, nigga, sometimes you just different, and I'm like, I'm a different type of person. I gotta have a two-way pager, nigga. I gotta have on.
But you know what I'm hearing from your story. What I hear, bro, I hear like they wanted to get you ready for their time. Like parents want to get you ready for their time, but your daddy know what's in you, right? Your mama have an idea what's in you,
right?
But trying to navigate and trying to like, well, I'm just gonna prep him how I want to prep him, instead of looking at the moment and saying, ooh, he developing fast.
My mother opened up a letter, and the letter said truancy, 55 unexcused absences, and the letter said $500 per unexcused absence. And my mama showed me that letter, and she said, I'm finna show this to your daddy. And I said, Mama, if you show it to my daddy, he gonna kill me.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna whoop me. He gonna kill me.
Yeah, he going straight in. See, I got that same letter. And
so all these things I'm just saying, there's nothing that my parents could have done to stop me from being me. Right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like trying to put a monitor on it. That's why I be telling like females, mothers. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, mothers, black mothers, white mothers, it don't matter what color you is. Mothers, y'all trying to save these kids, these sons, and it ain't nothing it's nothing you can do to save them. You just have to prepare them to go through whatever the hell they gonna go through.
You gotta tell them,
especially black sons.
So when I'm incarcerated, you see me, you're in there with me, you riding with me, you see how frustrated I'm riding on the phone. The only way I'm on the phone is because baby mama putting money on the phone, so I'm talking to baby mama. She telling me that my youngest son, my beautiful baby boy, this nigga's out there thugging.
Right.
he bucking hard, huh?
Right.
He 4-5 years old bucking.
He ain't trying to hear it.
And so the whole time they trying to put my baby on. You know what I'm saying? He needs something.
Where my daddy at?
He needs something. And so as soon as I come home, and he popped to like he had attention in boot camp. And my baby mama look at me like with disdain at me. I'm like, the only thing that can challenge the thing is the nigga that made the thing.
That's it. Cause I see it. I know it. That's why I tell. Look, and this is I haven't told this to the mother of my son, but what I'm finna say right now, I know what my son is genuine. First of all,
right.
He has the same spirit that I have, a genuine. Like I don't really want nothing from you. If I can help you, I'm gonna help you. Like it's no big deal. Like it's just a genuine spirit.
He has your face.
But let me tell you this though, with that genuine spirit, people will play on you as if your kindness is a weakness.
Right.
And me knowing what's in me, I know what's in him.
Right.
So me preparing him to be able to control his emotions and pushing him, poking him, messing with him so he can react, so I can teach him how to react, because the world is going to do this to you.
Hard.
So to take your kids or your son and try to shelter them and protect them from the world, it is nothing that you can do to protect a black male kid.
If we would have met each other at 14 years old, I don't think there's anything Man, shit. It would
Man.
thugging. Because when you told me how the people around you have responded, that's how I had a lick that went wrong. And we out there ski masked up, and I got that thing on me, and they said, I ain't ready. I'm like, what?
Bro, you don't wait to the moment. You don't wait to the moment to say, I'm not ready, because right now, I'm finna get you, I'm gonna handle you later. Get the fuck out the way, let's go.
I just looked at the nigga, couldn't even get mad at my nigga. Rest in peace, my nigga, because my nigga is dead right now because he went and hit a lick without me, and it blew off his face. Anyway, and I used to ask myself, if I wouldn't have taught my nigga how to rob, maybe that wouldn't have happened to him. But anyway, let's go back to that night. Man, I hit that corner, laid them people. Anyway, I laid them down, hit that lick, and he came in behind me. But it was already said and done with. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Trust me.
And the way that people feel about the things that I'm saying, hell yeah.
This is true. This is
hard.
This is your reality is right now, right? That's right now. But that's what happened. Like that's in the book. That's facts. Like that's in the books right there. That happened. And people try
to take it back.
No. And some people try to take those moments and hide them from everybody, right?
I miss my friend,
bro. Exactly.
That nigga, he grew up in this shit, and it doesn't mean that he was built to be in the shit. Cause nigga, I know a lot of people who they're not built to be in the thing.
I got a story.
What's up?
Quick story, right?
Tell me.
So we grew up together. Bucko, AJ, and we grew up together. But not only that,
these names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Right. So these names. So
all these stories we tell are fictional, non-fictional.
Right. All the little disclaimers.
I'm an entertainer, and so some of the things that I'm saying that I went through, it might have been a friend that went through the thing that I said I went through.
Just like that. And this is just to help the audience. This is informational purpose only.
Life is hard.
So yeah. So AJ and Bucko.
Right on.
AJ and Bucko. I tell AJ, I say, man, something ain't right. The energy's off. I owned the barbershop at that time. And I was like, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? We didn't all been there. And now we're here.
Serial entrepreneur.
So we're here now. Right. And I'm telling y'all, I say, man, you know what? Come to church with me, bro. Come to church. And I'm not, I'm not big on religion. I'm big on positivity.
You big on structure.
I'm big on that.
Yeah.
So I say, man, come to church with me, because Tamala man and them people was coming. So I'm like, man, let's go, bro.
Systems matter.
Let's go. So when we go, the night we go, it was the night they both supposed to hit a lick together.
Right.
Because I told them, I say, you doing stuff in the dark, it's gonna come to the light, bro. Like I'm just, something is telling me to tell you. I'm not judging you at all. I'm just saying something is telling me to tell you to come to church with me tonight. Right. Come to church. So we went to the concert, had fun, had a nice time. I get a call the next morning. Hey, bro, thank you. What are you thanking me for? He say, man, if I wouldn't have went to church that night, last night, I would have been with such and such, right? And if I would have been with such and such is no longer here. And such ain't like that. But I'm like that. So it wouldn't have been him. It would have been me who kicked in the door. Because that's what I was, the front runner. He said, man, thank you. Thank you. Bucko said the same thing. He said, man, bro, that's crazy, because I would have been right there too. I said, and then guess what? The dude that got his head blew off, guess what he told me? He seen me in the club one time. He said, bro, I remember you, bro. I remember. I said, he's like, man, you might not remember me, but I remember you. He said, man, I said, I say, man, stop, bro. You see, we in the club, we got our shirts out, we turned, right? But I'm finna leave. I'm just letting you know. I'm finna go.
Hey, pause. No gay, no homo, right?
Nah, bro.
If you took your shirt off, you got all the prison joints.
Yes, I'm here. This at the time when everybody didn't have no tattoos.
No. The way you look like you was in there. Yeah,
I'm all pretty. So I say, you see me, we out here, we shirts out. I say, but stop. I'm leaving, bro. You know why I'm leaving?
Respectfully, you like a prison warrior.
I say, you know why I'm leaving? I'm leaving because these dudes don't mean me no good. And it ain't nothing but, I say, bro, if you keep hanging with the people you've been hanging with, you're going to get what you've been getting.
Let's go right back to where we had started at. because everything you're saying right now, everything that we go through, we are an amalgamation of our experiences. Like everything we've been through makes us who we are right now. And so, just your persona, and because I saw a 16-year-old in jail, and you're 16 around men.
I had a beard too, though. At 16.
Man, I had a beard at 16 too. I had a beard.
Look, I had a beard.
but still, you still gotta presence matters. You still gotta make sure that you protect yourself and you respect your environment and men around you simultaneously. And this is your upbringing, and I can't even imagine.
Man, when I was in Harris County at 17, right? So I was at Harris County at 16, but turned 17, they take you to Harris County.
Yeah.
Like you go to juvenile at 16, right when you finna turn 17, and the people don't want to investigate your case.
Yeah.
They're gonna certify you. Okay. Right? So now I'm 17 with a beard, looking like OJ's son. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at this time, I got hair and stuff. And I used to walk around and just shadow box. Because I don't know, my mind was just shadow.
Yeah, you had training in the world, or you was just in there?
I used to fight in the world. I ain't had no training.
Yeah.
I always wanted to, though. I was always a fan. Like, we used to just fight, like, for no reason. You know, back then, it's not like that now. Like, people just, like, people that know, like, people that smoke crack and dope fiends and stuff, bro, they had to look out. Like, they had to always have a swivel because they didn't know who to trust because we would just attack them. And that's so wrong. You know what I'm saying? As I look at it now, but as a kid, we was just doing that for fun. Ha ha, I knocked him out. One hit a quitter. Boom! If you hit a dope fiend and he don't fall on that first joint, oh, you out of it. You really that's equivalent to like somebody pulling your pants down. And you got on tighty whities.
When you tell me that story, it's pretty crazy shit. It's crazy shit. Like when you say that.
That's what we used
to. In contrast, like I had to learn how to fight because me and my brother, my family was the only black family in a Mexican barrio, right? And so we surrounded by first generation. We don't speak no English people, and so when I go to the restroom, I'm getting jumped by 3-4 essays. You hear me? Just because I'm what I am. I'm just. This is what it is, and so. Like that's my upbringing. In my elementary school, the majority of the people didn't speak no English, and so the English speaking kids, we was the minority, and so I had to thump with.
What you was it? What's that? Second ward? What's that? Second?
Man, Cottage Grove, Houston, Texas, right off of TC Jester and Washington Avenue.
For sure.
And these children would jump me and fight me. I had to learn how to take 5v1. I just had to.
Like so look when you was you was in the Vadio.
Yes,
that's
sir.
Where you was at. You was in the Vadio.
Vadio Cottage Grove.
So
baby.
Look, we was at Addicts, right? At Addicts. Ooh, Addicts was the middle school, bro. In 6th grade, we had a dice game.
So does Addicts feed into like Nimitz?
No, Addicts is on the south side.
Bad.
No, Nimitz is on the north side.
Okay. Is it?
Yes, Nimitz is on the north side. Nimitz is
the greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive.